Welcome back to the channel The United States of America. 1 cent coin 1956. Commonly known as the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Cent, is one of the final issues from the beloved Wheat Penny series. Minted just before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. This coin represents the last moments of an iconic chapter in American numismatic history, featuring the classic wheat ears on the reverse and Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. This coin captures decades of American tradition, identity, and craftsmanship. The obverse of the 1956 penny displays the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. His dignified profile honors his leadership during the Civil War and his lasting legacy as one of America's most respected leaders. The inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1956 are clearly displayed, creating a design that still resonates with collectors and historians today. On the reverse, the coin proudly features the classic two wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity, agriculture, and America's hard-working spirit. The words 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum stand boldly in the center. This reverse design served the nation for half a century, making the 1956 wheat cent one of the last ambassadors of an era loved by collectors worldwide. The 1956 1 cent coin was struck in both Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D. Together, they produced hundreds of millions of coins, making this penny relatively common in circulated grades. Yet, in uncirculated, red luster conditions, the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Cent becomes significantly more desirable. Brilliant red, RD, examples shine with the full copper glow that collectors love. This coin is made from the classic 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc composition, used for most wheat cents. Because of its high copper content, many 1956 pennies developed rich patina tones over the decades, giving each coin a unique character influenced by its environment and history. Though the 1956 penny is over 65 years old, many still appear in surprisingly high condition. Coins stored in old change jars, mint sets, or bank rolls often surface with sharp details, crisp lettering, and minimal wear. These well-preserved examples are ideal for building wheat penny collections. The 1956 D variety is slightly more common, as the Denver Mint produced a large portion of that year's total mintage. However, collectors still enjoy comparing the strike quality, luster, and detail sharpness between Philadelphia and Denver examples. Some 1956 D pennies even show small die chips or repunched mint marks, which can interest error coin specialists. Finding a 1956 wheat cent in your change can feel like a small numismatic miracle, with modern coins constantly replacing older ones. Wheat pennies have become rare in everyday transactions. Discovering one brings a nostalgic reminder of history, craftsmanship, and simpler times. The Wheat Cent series. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Cent also reflects the minting technology of its time. During the mid-1950s, the U.S. Mint was transitioning to improved die preparation and planchet processing methods, which helped reduce striking issues seen in earlier decades. As a result, many 1956 pennies display strong details in Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat, especially in higher grades. For collectors who appreciate sharp, well-defined features, this year offers a satisfying example of mid-century mint craftsmanship. Many 1956 pennies were saved in bulk by the public, especially as the wheat cent design neared its final years. Collectors in the 1950s recognized that the design was approaching its end, prompting widespread hoarding of pennies from this era. This is one reason large numbers survive today in rolls, jars, and old coin albums. Such preserved examples provide a valuable window into the appearance of freshly struck wheat cents. The year 1956 also sits within a period of growing interest in coin collecting across America. Hobby magazines, coin clubs, and numismatic newsletters were gaining popularity at the time, encouraging more people to save coins like the 1956 cent. This cultural shift contributed to the preservation of high-quality examples, ensuring the coin remains accessible for collectors of all levels. Although not considered a rare date, the 1956 penny still holds importance in studying minting variations. Subtle differences in color, strike quality, die alignment, and surface texture help collectors understand how small adjustments in mint operations affected final results. These nuances make the year appealing to specialists who enjoy the fine details of copper coin production. Among Lincoln wheat cents, 1956 is often chosen as a teaching example for identifying grades. New collectors learn to compare wear patterns on Lincoln's cheek, jaw, ear, and coat, helping them develop an eye for the difference between fine, very fine, and extremely fine conditions. Because the date is affordable, it allows beginners to practice without fear of damaging a valuable coin. Mint State, MS, coins from 1956 can exhibit beautiful original luster. The swirling cartwheel effect, created by the reflection of light across the coin's surface, remains one of the most admired traits in uncirculated copper coinage. Under proper lighting, a 1956 penny with strong luster looks alive, almost as if it just left the minting press. Tone variations also make the 1956 cent appealing to collectors who appreciate color. While many examples remain bright red, others turn deep brown or red-brown after decades of natural oxidation. Some rare pieces even develop multicolored rainbow toning, which can significantly increase their visual charm and desirability. Among advanced collectors, error collectors also enjoy searching through 1956 pennies. Small die cracks, die chips, and minor misalignments are occasionally found on coins from this year. These errors, while not the 1956 Lincoln cent, also gains interest from collectors due to the dramatic shifts in American culture during the mid-1950s. This was the era of the rise of television, the growth of suburban communities, and the early development of the interstate highway system. Each 1956 penny represents a tiny piece of this fast-changing environment, where modern American life was beginning to take shape in new and exciting ways. Another appealing aspect of the 1956 penny is how well it demonstrates the contrast between circulated and uncirculated conditions. A heavily circulated coin often shows smooth fields, worn details, and a brown surface, while a mint state example may shine with its original fiery red brilliance. This dramatic difference helps collectors understand why grade plays such an important role in determining value. The simplicity of the wheat reverse on the 1956 cent makes it a perfect candidate for teaching coin design principles. Its clean lines, symmetrical layout, and minimal text help beginners learn how to analyze balance and spacing. Many hobbyists first learn to appreciate design aesthetics by studying a coin just like this one. Some 1956 pennies also show small planchet flaws that give each coin a bit of individuality. Tiny imperfections in the copper blank sometimes created minute bumps or indents after striking. These natural quirks add personality and charm, reminding collectors that each coin was part of a massive industrial process involving heat, pressure, and machinery. For those interested in mint history, the 1956 penny offers insight into how the Philadelphia Mint operated during the post-war boom. Production levels were rising, and efficiency was becoming a key priority. The well-struck details and consistent finish of many 1956 cents show how the mint was improving at delivering reliable quality at high volume. Collectors who appreciate natural coloration often seek out 1956 cents with deep chocolate brown or chestnut surfaces. These warm earthy tones develop slowly over decades, giving the coin a mature, antique appearance. This patina forms naturally through oxidation and is prized when evenly spread across the coin. The 1956 penny also illustrates how environmental exposure affects copper. Coins stored in jars, humid rooms, or metal boxes often age differently than those kept in dry paper rolls. Variations in color, luster, and surface smoothness tell the story of the environments the coin has passed through, making each specimen a tiny historical artifact. Another fascinating aspect of the 1956 penny is its connection to the end of an era. Just 2 years later, in 1958, the wheat cent design would be retired and replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. This gives the 1956 issue the feeling of being among the last classics before a major design change reshaped U.S. cents for the next 50 years. For fans of mid-century Americana, the 1956 cent